won a game last time, so I'm probably going to say 0, because that's the feeling that I got. It's probably higher than 0.
Beak up your boy Ancient Apparitions on LGD. Does that automatically determine
you know my
it?
answer.
All right, then. That's all I needed to hear. Enjoy game number 1.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Coming in and game number 1 of a second big series. LGD VG should be a fun one. Nothing to say on the DK.
Not the most flashy hero, but gets the job done. Sir Davion. You know, he already knows what he's going to go for. Falcon Blade, Bracer, a bit of a mana regen, because he has a lot of regen coming out from the Dragon Blood. And, yeah, this should be an okay lane for him. Let me just check the mat, because the Flame Guard, I think it got a bit of a buff. Magic Absorb 80 and 220, so he can't take it off. Like, he's not going to be able to take it off with the Breathe Fire. He can only take it off level 1. Damage 90, and then he can't take it off.
So should be pretty calm in the mid lane.
Yeah, once you hit level 3 on Ember Spirit, 2 points in the Flame Guard, full duration, can't dispel it, can't take it off. They have a really good combo. They have a bit limited stuns on PSG.LGD. Like, they have Dragon Knight stun, they need to connect with the Rolling Thunder. These are not like guaranteed stuns other than the Dragon Tail. So it could be a bit problematic. Good thing is they have no save inside a Chronosphere, nothing against it.
That could be ultimately a very big issue. We saw even with saves, Chrono can be a big problem in that last series. Faith Beyond on this Pangolier, I think I would agree with the panel. They said it was kind of like a pick ban. Keep it out of the hands
Panel
of
Golier?
VG. Panel Golier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to agree with them. You know, we've seen a lot of Pango. It was after season 1. I know the stats because I've said it so many times. It was the hero with the highest win rate, 71 point something, over 20 games picked. Just overall felt really stable. Like, Pango is a really strong laner. If you combine him with someone who's decently strong, like a Snapfire, there's going to be a lot of minus armor. You need to be careful once Pango gets that lucky shot. It's 3 armor, level 1, and combine that with 6 coming out from the Little Shredder, 2 from the Blightstone. That's minus 11. Quick and easy math. Mid lane.
You're much better at the math than I am.
Ori.
Whoa.
Tanking a lot of damage. Like, this is just a game winner. He needs to use lane winner. Like, he needs to use a healing cell. He needs to bring it. Yeah, bring one right now.
As long as he doesn't die before it gets there.
I think he got surprised by the Dragon Tail. He didn't expect it to get it. Like, you would expect him to get probably Breathe Fire, but nothing to say. Nicely done.
Yeah, usually what you see is that Breathe Fire. But goes to the Dragon Tail, another stun there. Slight and the deny by nothing to say. All right. Taking out a creep. Very important to Ori's heart. They've got the stun onto Ancient Apparition, but it's just PYW harassing Innocence for the moment.
Ancient Apparition can't do much in this lane. He's playing
Don't say
again.
such things like that.
I know I hurt your feelings because you're a big AA spammer, but only thing he can do is harass. He needs to be very careful with his positioning. Like, one bad step could be a kill. Next Assassin, once he hits that like level 3, 2 points in Impale, level 2 Iron Shell.
Going down.
Yeah, this is what I talked about. They get the level 2, the minus armor is just too high. These two heroes have a ton of killing potential. Fate Beyond gets the first blood. I want to see if he decides to get a bottle. I think a lot of value from bottle in this game, especially when you get a first blood. It allows you to continue to play aggressively in this lane. Like, you can just use the bottle. Snapfire could be the one just going for those refills. Or if he wants to go a different route, you know, just get that Orb of Corrosion. Because he's not getting harassed too much.
Oh, guy as well.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about those off-lane bottles. Love them.
For people who did not watch Season 1, give me your thoughts, B-Cup.
It's just, you know, you broke it down. When you've got an off-lane bottle, you don't have to leave the lane, especially when your support's there. He can go refill the bottle. You stay in, you stay mana regen and everything, and it really helps you.
Off-lane bottle equals good.
Yeah.
To sum it up.
Break it down. Off-lane bottle equals good. I can't do the math on it, but it does equal good.
So Y dies on the bottom lane. They start to play aggressively with the level 3s. And yeah, Old 11 has a bottle. Oh, Y could be in trouble again. They have boots of speed.
Gotta be careful for Ame coming over. PYW just harassing Innocence. And all by himself.
Innocence is dead.
He's just dead.
Yeah, and this is what I talked about.
Ooh,
like
Courier, that's probably dead too.
You need to be very careful. You can't be allowed to go for like contesting the pulls, because one misstep and you're just straight up dead.
Like that. That's, you know, very significant. You get a second kill on the support. You also take out the Courier.
PYW decides to go for the water rune, so they picked up 2 of those. Dragonite is a hero that doesn't care too much about it. Like, he doesn't go for the bottle. His regen is pretty high anyway.
Right.
So it's all good.
So he's not heavily relying on those water runes. Doesn't have to hydrate as much as other mid laners might. You know, things pretty slow, I'd say, for the most part. I don't really expect it to be all too active until we really start hitting like level 6 on a bunch of these heroes.
Yeah, this lineup, they could potentially make a rotation once on the mid lane. Once Dragonite hits level 6, there is a kill potential with the Dragon Tail. Put some tower damage, because this Dragonite, he doesn't die. Like, he's super tanky. He has a mana regen. He's also getting an extra mana regen with the raindrop, a bit more sustainability in the lane. On top of it, I'm a bit worried about the bottom lane. AA sitting at the 1 CS. Faceless Void still farming decently, 26, but there is kill potential. We're going to see a double Ion Shell back.
Yeah, he's looking like he's dead. No time lock and no help at the moment. They've just chased down Ame. Now they've got the Spike Carapace looking even over at Innocence. While that's happening, Ori over mid getting chased with the rotation for GQ. They'll get the kill onto the Ember. So yeah, the Void's dying bottom. They're getting a kill onto the Ember mid. They're trying to have at least one lane look pretty decent here.
You know, when I get all these predictions correctly about the game, I'm some of a puppy myself, you know, type of a meme where, like, yeah, it's, you know, these heroes that rely on level 6s on a mid lane like Dragonite, Dead Prophet, you know that they will bring 1 extra support, maybe even 2, try to get a kill, get the tower damage. It's easy to predict what you're going to do with certain heroes.
So you're saying because of your predictions, your puppy.
A budget one, you know, 10%.
How big was the monitor you punched? Nothing to say. Going mid.
He's still alive.
And he's trying to run.
But not for long.
Oh, gets into the trees. But he can't avoid death. DY dies, though. Nothing to say. He'll fall in return. So, you know, kills happening across the map. A lot of rotations coming over mid, because we said that was a lane that really didn't feel like there would be much aggression overall.
Yeah, this is the type of rotation you kind of expect. And now on the bottom lane, Faceless Void getting closer to level 6. I'm not sure if they have enough damage. If heroes are full HP, I don't think they get a kill. Like with just Ancient Apparition, they need to bring 1 extra hero. Pango's having a really good time, so he needs to be active. Like him and Dragonite will need to keep them busy.
Stunned with the wall, and now the haunt. They've got the vacuum, the silence, the damage. Ame, he is dead again.
Good rotation. They just bring the numbers. Their tower damage is pretty limited until Dead Prophet gets level 6. Whenever you have Ember Spirit, you need to pair him up with the hero that has some kind of tower damage to be able to just munch through the towers, because he doesn't provide anything. Neither does like Spectre until she gets 3-4 items.
He's in mid tier 1. Gotta be careful. Fire, clean up these creeps. Ori comes over, slide out, but it's not really much of a deterrent. A little bit of a little shredder situation and a tower kill. Little damage picked up by Ori, so maybe they want to turn this a little bit. Fire Snap Cookie, that lands onto the Nyx Assassin, but PYW, he might die here, but that was really impressive that he was able to avoid the Rolling Thunder like that.
Oh yeah, he knows how it works. He knows the exact speed. He is also physician in his free time. That's why, you know, he's able to do it. He takes out the piece of paper, a pen, does the calculation where he needs to go.
Need to be able to do better calculations to up my MMR.
Yeah, he didn't calculate that factor. Like whenever you die, cookie on the top.
Cookie up on top, Spectre
Oh
in
my
trouble.
god, that
Puyo-Yo.
minus armor.
Dead very quickly. Yeah, that minus armor is very disgusting. And it's early. It's hard to deal with this early.
Is under attack.
It's minus 12 armor at the moment with the little shredder, with the lucky shot level 2.
And it was minus 11 just, you know, before like 4 or 5 minutes into the game.
Now you also get the extra minus 5 armor from Medallion. There it is, the combo on the bottom.
They've got the Mortimer's Kisses coming through, and Old 11 is dead now. A little bit of revenge there. Jin-Q gets the credit for the kill, but Ame helps, you know, secure it with the Chrono.
He doesn't get the last hit, which you would want him to have, because he's been kind of struggling, managed to die 2 times.
Puyo-Yo going after Faith Beyond, but now the Rolling Thunder. Ice Blast comes in. That's going to land on the Puyo-Yo. Right clicks through, and they need probably another and a Swashbuckle to get this kill. They've got the Swashbuckle. They'll have the damage. He'll shatter. Innocence will get credit for that kill onto Puyo-Yo.
I said that Pango needs to be a bit more active this time around. He's been involved in 4 out of 7 kills. Going for a different item build. We've seen like a Maelstrom type of build where you're able to scale. This time around, because Pango consumes a lot of mana, so he decides to get Arcane Boots and has a Blink Dagger queued up. So this is going to be their form of initiation. Dragon Knight finishing the Power Threads after the Vulcan Blade also wants to get a Blink Dagger. Sometimes 2 Blink Daggers are a bit too much, but we'll see. We'll see, you know, because Dragon Knight naturally wants to get it. Pango, usually not his first choice item.
Ame getting scouted by PYW. We've talked about that too. Just the amount of gold that get. Oh, he missed the stun. The amount of gold that gets spent looking for mobility, because if 2 heroes are getting it,
Yeah,
you're
that's
spending so much gold.
4,500 gold of items just for the mobility.
I like it on Pango quite a bit.
Has fallen.
Just have that disruption with the Rolling Thunder.
Strike me, coward.
Another stun. PYW just a thorn in the side of Ame.
Radiant's middle
Time
tower
walk,
is
first
under
hit
attack.
bash.
Dire's
Spike
top tower
Carapace,
is
and now the
under
Mortimer's
attack.
Kisses. The first one lands on PYW. They're going to try and catch him. He's walking through it, so it's Jin-Q's kill to have.
On this long range, no spells. AA Blast, Mortimer's Kisses. Snapfire needs to be careful, because
Wall
when...
placed down on top of nothing to say. Spectral Dagger into a TP, but they've got the vacuum, so he's unable to finish that TP. Uses the Breathe Fire, trying to run, ramming over. Old 11 will get the kill, and they'll take out this DK.
Yeah. Sometimes you're not paying attention. Is vacuum available? They're going to be able to...
Faith Beyond them. They've got the Haunt, they'll get the kill. Puyo-Yo gets credit for that one. Cold Feet won't proc. They've got the silence on the Innocence. Fire Snap Cookie for a little bit of distance between him and Ori, which works out in their favor. But DY comes around with the Exorcism. Ice Blast lands, but they hit the Vendetta shot with the stun onto Jin-Q, so they'll get the kill onto the Snapfire too.
I can't even finish my sentences. They are constantly fighting.
Dire's bottom
So yeah, they get 2 big kills. They don't get any tower damage out of that one, but they took a bottom tower. So it's a position 5 dead Prophet, so she's gonna put extra points in the silence, like this AoE silence 6-second durations when it's maxed out. I expect that from position 5 dead Prophet. Like, you're not so much about dealing the damage with the Crypt Swarm, it's all about the control. Ame, he's shifting. He's thinking about, what do I need to go for? First he had the Mask of Madness, now he's going for a more standard build these days. Roll, mid lane.
With the Blink Dagger reveal, they've got the Ice Blast and the quick kill on Ori. He's one of those guys as well that I just think didn't really have the first season we thought he would. There were definitely, you know, series where he picked it up
People
quite a bit.
expect that, you know, when you're Ori, that you're always going to have a good game. Like, you can carry the team from the mid lane as well. Well, considering the region you're playing in, like,
It's tough.
It's very tough. Like, you're not going to be able to perform. You're not going to be able to give 100% every single game because the competition is so strong.
It becomes very difficult, and I've been really waiting for him to have that moment of pop-off. But right now, sitting 4,500 net worth in the bottom 5. Fire snap cookie, or he did it again. Ice Blast not even needed, so he'll let that run all the way towards bottom.
Well, maybe if we stop talking about him, he will stop dying. Usually it's the other way around. You know, we praise someone, we say how he's doing well, and then he instantly dies.
I won't say another word.
Dire's middle tower
About
is under attack.
Chrono is available. DY is there with the silence. It's a long duration silence. This is 5-second silence.
Whoa, very preemptive on the Chrono, but I assume he saw, with the Sentry, he saw PYW.
He did not want to risk anything. I think it's completely fine to use a Chronosphere there just to get a kill, and you're also denying a possibility that you're going to die there. So, good stuff, you know. Just one kill, but you can go back to triangle and keep farming up.
Didn't die. You're A-okay. I think that
Radiant's middle
ends up
tower is under
being
attack.
worth it at the end of the day. Like, we'll see if now Vici fight while that's on cooldown. If they can turn it into something positive for them, it feels less worth it. But obviously, hindsight is 20/20. They are setting up like they want to smoke, and that's exactly what they'll do because they've got the Ags delivered on the Dark Sphere.
They have
also
two
the
big
Spirit
items.
Vessel.
They have a Spirit Vessel. They also have charges on it. So this is going to be a lot of damage. They also know the Chronosphere is down, so they want to keep fighting right now. Exorcism also available. Like, you have Iron Shell, you have a Flame Guard plus Spirit Vessel. That's so much overtime damage.
Jinq moving over. He's going to be spotted. They're coming through. Looking to get the kill. No, nothing to say. They'll use the Haunt. They've got the wall down, vacuuming the 2. So they're both going to the wall. The Ice Blast comes in, but it's not enough of a deterrent. Nothing to say, and Jinq will die.
Two relatively easy kills because they brought the numbers. We'll pop the Exorcism, go for the tower. And they also set up vision, like 2 deep observer boards. Like, they have 1 observer board inside the base. Like, this is not gonna get deported. And it's gonna give them so much information, whether they're smoking, where they're moving around the map. Bango.
Looking for the Rolling Thunder that gets him with the Searing Chains. They've got the Silence as well as the Spirit Siphon.
Now, this
Stun
silence,
lands.
this silence lasts forever. Ooh. It's a maxed out silence, which I really like. 6-second silence coming up from the DP.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
also lowers
has
the
fallen.
cooldown. It's a 12-second cooldown spell, so 6-second downtime.
Man, that's pretty disgusting.
Because he understands his job. I believe a lot of people in chat are like, why is he not maxing out the nuke? He's playing the 5. His, role is
Just silence.
just pretty much silence. Try to control the people. They have enough damage. And, yeah, you will eventually deal damage with the Exorcism.
Yeah. UI playing the perfect role right now. Off that, though. They go into Roche. They do have a lot of minus armor, so they should be able to take Roche at a decent speed. The question is it fast enough? Starting to see Vici rotate over.
Wall available in 10.
Fast enough.
Also, they have Arcane Rune on Ember. No way to dispel it.
Gotta be careful. There is Chrono available. They'll go to the
Ori?
Fire Snap Cookie. They've got the Silence. Ori in a little bit too deep. The Ice Blast comes in. They'll get the kill onto the Ember. Vacuum with the stun. It's not enough just yet. Now the Chrono lands on it too. They look over PYW who had that Spike Carapace out. He gets bounced into the air. The Chrono doesn't lead to him having any damage off of it. It was just a little bit of control. They're going back in a row, trying to take this Aegis.
Let's see who
The
gets
fight
it.
in the pit. The Aegis is picked up by DY. They also got the Roche kill. Down goes nothing to say. See you later, Ame and Y. 4 heroes.
This is
dead
gonna be a
for
team wipe.
That's one way.
That goes so well for Vici.
Unfortunately, Ori decides to go in preemptively. Not sure what he was thinking, because he goes in and they have a lot of stuns. Like, they can catch you. They have this Dragonite long duration stun, a Cookie, possibly a Chronosphere. Like, you need to be careful. He also had Arcane Rune. Let's see that one again. So yeah, he just gets blown up instantly.
Good stun. Oh man, PYW, and then he goes back and he throws this Chrono, and he gets stunned by the Spike Carapace. He does no damage.
One thing that we didn't discuss, something that I think didn't think of before, that Nyx Assassin is actually a really good counter to Faithless Void, because he has this uncontrollable damage in terms of like you pop the time dilation and it deals damage now, so you can carapace that off. And it's also very good at stopping the Snapfire ulti. Once Snapfire was introduced, it was considered as the biggest counter. Mid lane.
Rolling Thunder bounced up onto the high ground. PYW in that fight, I want to say he locked down all 5 heroes multiple times.
Carapace, once that's maxed out, 10-second cooldown on it. I'd love to see a point, at least, maybe even 2 on mana burn. But since you're playing with the Darkseer, I can understand why he's maxing out the stun. Because the stun doesn't really scale that much, but when you have something to combine it with, I guess that's the only reason. Because like, it's a game changer. Like, this Darkseer is relatively farmed. As by relatively, I mean the most farmed hero in the game. Has the Aghanim Scepter, has the Hood going into the pipe.
Think about how close this game is, and it's you look at the movements, and it feels like both of these teams can read each other so well. These players have probably played each other hundreds of times.
Exactly. Didn't talk too much about the Spectre this game. She's having a really good time as well. Died only twice. Manta style going into the Fusel Blade. We've seen that from time to time. Mana burn very good against the Faceless Void. Just the extra slow, the extra lockdown, like it's a really pain in the ass to play at the later stages of the game, especially the mana burn coming up from the Nyx. I remember back when Medusa's Snake was stealing mana, and then you pair it up with the Nyx Assassin, you also take like the possible counter, because Medusa doesn't like to play into Nyx because of the carapace, and of course the mana burn, and then you just burn their mana, like they don't get to play Dota. Smoke from LGD.
And they've got the stun with the Dragon Tail, the Mortimer's Kisses coming through, the Rolling Thunder bouncing him up into the air, Ice Blast coming in, and that will be why getting the kill on a Poyoyo. Jinku TP, that's successful. They're trying to chase, nothing to say. He gets around the trees, but they'll drop the wall for this. And now, let's see, vacuum back into the wall. This is looking like a very dead Dragonite, and it will be. Old 11 gets credit for the kill.
I like the way Jinku played that fight. He uses Mortimer's Kisses, launches 2 or 3 kisses, and then uses a little shredder, lowers down the armor, the Solar Crest, uses the cookie as well, just to stun lock him after the Dragon Tail stun ends. So just some beautiful spellcasting coming up from LGD.
Yeah. Exorcism, we talked about, this is what DY needs to give. They're gonna go in, they want to get the Pangoir Chrono! It's on the 2! As well as the Snapfire.
AA Blast, a bit late.
They've got the Ice Blast that really just doesn't do enough. Ame on the roll with BKB being popped. It's 5 heroes here. There's looking like no way you get out of this one, especially with the silence right off the BKB being down. They'll dive even further for Y and get themselves a 4th.
Like, AA Blast was coming from the top lane. It took them quite a while to get there. Like, if it connects a bit earlier, maybe they get a kill, but yeah, they definitely need to use the combo. They already used the kisses, so no damage coming out inside the Chrono.
Man, up in the air, hit with that stun, nothing to say, trying to defend. The silence for so long. I don't know.
Yeah, this is just
what they're gonna do.
Kind of a feeding away kills at this point.
Now you're down 5K.
And they will take the tier 2 tower, can take the outpost after this. And DY, he's still holding the Aegis. Just ran out, but I think that was pretty big. If they manage to get the hand on Aegis, they could play a bit more aggressively. Roll. Doesn't have a dust, no sentries.
Okay. Roll used.
Never refuse gold given.
PYW, who's having a fantastic game right now. He's got himself, you know, up to level 13, looking real clean so far. And he's going into the Blink Dagger, so...
Just for the combo. Yeah. I kind of like it. You have this back into wall combination with the stun, chains, that Prophet silence, like Spectre's gonna use the haunt. It's much easier to execute, like this type of combo, when Spectre uses the haunt first, show you where the heroes are standing. Darkseer has a full mech finish. He's just staying on top of the network throughout the whole game.
Yeah, he hasn't gone down to even the Spectre yet. He's farming so much. Yeah, it's such a quick early Ags. Ags with the arcane boots, the mech, the pipe, like his utility's there. He's ready to go.
This is not utility. This is straight up damage as well coming out from this hero. And sustain that he provides is also insane. Like Ag, 2 Iron Shell charges.
Forward, they've got the Euros, the Rolling Thunder coming through as well as the Haunt. They're going to go after the Ancient Apparition, get the kill on Innocence to start this one off. They find themselves Ame, who will pop the BKB. They'll focus their attention on the DY, but it's focusing your attention onto a Chrono position. They get the kill on Nothing to Say. It's a decent Chrono. They've got the Mortar Bridge to follow it up, but the damage from the Iron Shell is going to force
only
Ame
5.
away. They get the kill on the DY. The Remnants forward looking over for this Faceless Void, who try to time walk the wall and TP out.
Slight.
Oh, they got him with the slight Ame. The TP not in time.
It just came off. And DY, like, this is the dream from your position 5. You dealt the damage, you used all your abilities pretty much, and then Faceless Void chronos you, and you died. This is where the tip is going to come from. Like, he's completely fine with that.
So 9K lead. Pushing bottom with an Ice Blast. Okay. You see the Chrono and just the damage coming out. Like, Ame can't sustain in his own Chrono when they've got the Ion Shells. Just taking him down.
If he has no BKB, like, he needs to be very careful. They have mana burn, they have vacuums, those long duration silences. No way of dispelling things other than the BKB. There's not one single save coming out from his teammates. I see Jinq trying to build Glimmer Cape. That's something, but Force Staff's not gonna help you out inside the Chrono as well.
So
it's looking rough for PSG.LGD.
10K.
They're down 10K. They are relying on Ahmed landing a big Chrono.
Find themselves Nothing to Say. Impale, follow it up, roll up with the Rolling Thunder. They're going to bring the Remnant in, try and move over Ori to get a kill here. Time Dilation gets used with the Guardian Greaves being popped by Faith Beyond. They've got themselves the Cold Feature. They have enough to lock him down. Yeah, with the Rolling Thunder, he'll be frozen. But the wall, the vacuum, is it enough? They get the kill on Ori. They end up losing Y as well as Jinq. Ame, that BKB's not going to last much longer. Forced to time walk onto the high ground as Faith Beyond is now in the trees and caught. So they've got the Euros, they have the Spike Carapace, but there's the Dragon Tail.
Roll up
right on top. He'll roll up. Doesn't look like it's going to keep him alive, though. Faith Beyond out of mana and out of health. Old 11 gets the kill, and I mean, again, that's 3 for Vici. And they're losing Ori more than they're losing DY.
Yeah, Ori is just a sacrificial lamb in this game. He pretty much dies every single time. And DY, he has Fluffy Hat, Aeon Disc, Yule Scepter. He's super farmed for position 5. Like, if we're gonna see that fight again, like Ancient Apparition, why he did a really good job just landing the ulti on multiple healers considering the situation he was in. Like, we'll see that one again, I hope so.
We're gonna try and go towards these heroes, but you know, take tier 2 first.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Whoa! All right, where are the tips at? Maybe they didn't notice. Maybe they're like, you know, we're just backing off, buying items in the base. Oh, if... Yeah, check the way he used ulti and then moves backwards to try to connect on all of them. It was just a beautiful play, but yeah, his team is still losing, but you can understand like that he fully knows how to utilize the hero in the situations that he is in right now.
I just thought
you thought that was going to be a replay of a Chrono. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hits nothing. You know, easy clap, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Because Ame, he's been popular, you know, on some of these heroes. Like, if you give him this hero, you never know, like, what can happen. Could potentially be a 5-man Chrono catching 4 of his teammates and himself. could be like a godlike 5-man enemy chrono. You never know with Ame.
Do we call it the Ame Spear now?
I think I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah. Me too. Somewhere. 14k lead for Vici.
This is second Roche. Ember
Shard
Spirit.
on Ember.
Yeah, he picked up the shard.
Oh no.
Ah.
Oh no.
Beautiful. Slow it down a bit. Oh, no. That wasn't
It
even close. Like that was relatively close, but even if you catch Nyx Assassin, like it's still not worth it at this point.
Alright, Dragon Tail, Ice Blast coming through with the Rolling Thunder and the roll up. They hit him again. They're trying to get a Nyx Assassin. It's taking a while. Wall down with the BKB's beam. Probably going to go after Ori, who's on the back lines looking for Y. He'll finish off the H-Tap version, who will buy back. He doesn't have an Ice Blast to throw, though. Even he's on the Ember, who's moving forward with an Ion Shell on him.
Ion Shell,
BKB
DD.
runs out on Ame. So they've got the remnants to move forward. And he's going to stick with him. Searing Chains, Cold Feet. Can he avoid it? They're going to haunt it. They'll get the kill on Ame. They'll take him out for 64 seconds. Move to the back lines. Look over at Jinkyu.
They might call it. They're just fountain diving them at the moment.
Off vacuum on the 4. Keep it coming. Vici, they want to finish off everybody. They want to destroy their hopes and dreams of even winning this series. Oh, swashbuckle.
Roll up.
Blink Dragon Tail coming through onto the Spectre. And a Fire Snap Cookie, but remember, Aegis, you need to take out the Spectre twice, and it's proving difficult just to get him once.
They got a couple of buybacks, one from Y, one from Fate Beyond. Didn't lose anyone. Like, I don't think they can lose this game. Like, Ame is just not having a good time at all. They need to land. Just gonna throw it out there. 4 or 5-man chrono. Enemy heroes, just to be more specific. And land AA Blast plus Mortimer's Kisses. Because I don't see them winning this game.
The Chrono's gotta hit something. It's a lot of pressure to land the perfect Chrono. It's even a lot of pressure to land a Chrono. PYW, Aeon Disc. He's got the Blink as well as the Yules. So he's ready to go going into that Aeon Disc. He's hard to kill already. I mean, this LGD team is struggling to get kills. We saw how long it took to even get a kill in the Nyx Assassin mid. And it still cost them a lot.
Still a minute and 30 seconds left on Aegis, so they can go for the high ground push. 15 seconds until that Prophet Exorcism is up. And this is level 3 Exorcism coming up from your position 5.
Mjolnir be killed for the Void. I don't know if it's going to even be enough. Yeah, Exorcism from the 5. Like, DY's had a perfect game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Chat, I need to know your thoughts. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the Chrono is going to hold 3 or more people in it. Or heroes.
Enemy heroes.
Heroes?
Heroes. Including Void.
No, Void is not included. That's making it too easy. And then, yeah, 2 if
Kisses on mid.
No.
They're gonna bring it down.
Blast. All right, Darkseer, he's gone. But now they're gonna try and turn this around. They go to Jinkyu. They've got the Exorcism going. The Chrono. It hits on the 2 enemy heroes as well as the Pangolier. They've got the Exorcism rolling with the BKB bomb here by Ame. Nice swashbuckle. DY getting low. All right, Exorcism no longer a problem. Time walk out, but they've got the Searing Chains. The Fire Snap Fuki trying to get him away from the side of Vici. The vacuum back into the wall. They are going after Ame. They just don't have the kill just yet. They've got themselves a swashbuckle that disarms the Spectre. They'll look for the stun that comes out from PYW as he blinks in, uses the Impale Searing Chains on it too. Fate Beyond as well, something to say. They might have nothing to say. They've got the bashes. They have the damage. They'll get the kill to the DK. He's dead for 95 seconds without buyback. But in the air goes PYW. He uses himself.
Ame
hit with the impale. That bumps him up into the air. They get the kill on the void, and he's got no buyback as well. Faith Beyond trying to run. Jinkyu trying to help out his heroes, but it's not going to be enough. They are in the base, and they have to take the numbers of this LGD side, and they will try to get these kills. They've got the disarm, though, on Ori. It's getting a little bit dicey for him, but he's got help, so he's fine. Innocence dies. Faith Beyond gone. 4 heroes dead without buyback, and Vici overwhelm LGD once more.
Their heroes are not good at taking the...
No call GG.
Yeah, they're not good at taking the buildings, but they will go and take a fight inside your base near the tier 4 towers, because these heroes are very maneuverable. You have Ember Spirit, you have Iron Shell, like just to deal more damage. You have the Surge on top of that, Spectre with the Global Haunt. A lot of stuff, you know, and Vici Gaming played extremely well this time around. Like Ame, unable to land some good chronos, and the one he landed them, like the kisses were in cooldown, the AA blast did not connect. I've seen it happen so many times. Whenever there's a faceless void, like if you rely on this one ability to win a team fight and you just fail, the game swings the completely opposite way.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit difficult when you've got a lot of pressure to land a chrono. Yeah. Boom, I used the chrono. I hit it just as many heroes. And yeah, so, you know, it's tough. Vici, they looked really good that game. And this is something that, you're expecting back and forth games.